Okay, here's where I made my mistake yesterday. As I said, all of our mile roads are labeled a mile apart. So I was leaving from right about here, and my plan was I was going to go up here to this point, take this point across to the roundabout here, and then do the roundabout to 19 Mile Road, and then go across, and then end up right here at the mall. That was my plan. I actually live way up here, but my brother-in-law lives way down here. So anyway, I went the way I was going to go, and I went here, and I hate roundabouts. And I knew that this wasn't the roundabout I wanted to take. I was thinking there was only 2, and no, there's 4. So anyway, I get to the next roundabout, and I take it. And there's no other way to go all the way back down to almost where I started, and then to go back up. I know our road system is really screwy. Okay, my brother collected wolves, so I have his clock, because you know I love clocks. And then my sister collected bears, and so I have her little bear. So it always reminds me of them. So anyway, but I was so happy that when I got to the mall calls, oh my gosh, they had so many choices of colors of jeans. I was just like a pig in mud. I was just so happy because I had such a choice, and it wasn't like a black jean or a blue jean. I could have picked a purple jean or a pink jean or a red jean. I was just so happy. It was just, but Jackie Wilson, I completely relate with you as far as the shoes. I don't think I'll ever be able to just go into a shoe store and buy a pair of shoes. I have to buy them online. I have such a big foot for a woman. It's really like a 10.5, but they don't really make a 10.5, so I have to go to an 11, or I can squeeze into a 10. But that's the way it goes. And I wanted to welcome Angela Fitzpatrick. She just joined us. Thank you for joining us, Angela. You're going to like it. You're going to love it. We're going to have fun. We're going to lose weight. We're going to meet our goals. And so then 2 more people I wanted to recommend was Gina in Spades. She used to video a lot, and then she went away for a while, but now she's back. So I've been watching her. She has a really nice one on her planner that she's doing. I just watched that one this morning. And Healthy Girl, she had a stressful year last year. She had problems with her car, and she was in a car accident, and it was just, but she's back on track, so check out those channels. So I once again babbled on so long. We're going to have 2 videos today. Sorry, or maybe you're happy about that. I don't know. But anyway, I'll see you at breakfast. Okay, let's eat breakfast. I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water so far. I'm too ashamed to show you the minimal amount of steps I've taken. I need to get moving. My quote is, cowards never start, the weak never finish, winners never quit. So I have 25 smart points, 4 points for my half a cup of oatmeal, 2 points for my quarter cup of milk, and 0 for my egg, my berries, my grapefruit, banana, tea, and water. So I have 19 points left. It's a 6-point breakfast. Doesn't that look good? Well, as usual, I talk too much just before breakfast. That's just who I am. I can't help it. But anyway, I thought I'd also share a second story. 2 stories. Bonus! Maybe it's not a bonus, but whatever. About my honeymoon. Jim and I got married in 1971, July of 71. Jim was drafted in 1969. He didn't go to Vietnam, but he was very fortunate. But when we had started dating in 67, and then we dated other people, but then we got engaged in 1970 on Valentine's Day. So we knew we were going to get married when he got out of the service. Jim got out of the service on the 24th of June, and we got married on the 2nd of July. We wasted no time. And he didn't have a job, and I only worked as a cashier at a little produce market in Harper Woods called Polo's Market. And we ate all of our meals at my mother's house and it was just, and when we got married, we bought a bed with our wedding money. And we had TV stands or TV tray tables as our nightstands. We had the lamps that Jim made in 7th grade shop. We bought a TV. And then we had, I don't know what they're called, but they're, what do you call it? You know those spindles that they put wires on? It looks like a table, but it's not. I don't know. It's not a, I can't think of what they're called. But anyway, it was a round wooden thing that we just varnished, and we used that as a table. We bought a stove and refrigerator for like $100, used stove and refrigerator, and we had a card table for our kitchen table. And that was it. That was all we had. And then we bought, Jim's parents got some new furniture, and they gave us their furniture, which was really old, but it was better than the furniture that we had. And we just trudged along. But anyway, for our wedding, because I was 20 and Jim was 21, we wanted to go somewhere fun. So we went to Cedar Point, which is an amusement park. And I was so looking forward to going. We were having so much fun. And Jim wanted to make sure that we got married on a Friday, and we ended up going on Sunday, which was the 4th of July, which I told you yesterday. It was all that traffic. We couldn't figure out why there was so much traffic. But we got to Cedar Point on the 4th. We had already made our reservations, and we got our room. And it was hot. When I got married, I bought my wedding gown in February, and it was beautiful. It was long sleeve. It had pearl buttons all the way up the arm. And it was a really high top, you know, nothing exposed. It was really high necked. It was just a beautiful dress. And but it was hot. It was so hot. And it was 102 degrees when we got married. And when we went to Cedar Point, it was 104. It was really hot. It was, can I tell you, it was hot. And when we got to the hotel, because we stayed at a hotel. We didn't even stay at a motel. We stayed at a hotel. And so Jim put the air conditioning on as high as it would go, because he said, we're going to go to the park. We're going to get really hot. And when we come home, you know, when the starts, we want it to be nice and cool in here. We want it to be gorgeous. So I said, okay. So we put the air on as high as it would go. Changed into, you know, like whatever we were going to wear. Went to the to the park. We were at the park all day, and it was so hot when we got home, but when we got back to the room. And we opened up the door, and our room had to have been like 130 degrees. It was so flippin' hot. And what had happened was Jim had turned the air conditioner on so high it had blew a fuse, and it wasn't working at all. And all the windows and doors, because back then you could open windows in the hotels, all the windows were all closed, and so the room was all like an oven. So we opened up the windows, went to turn the air conditioning on again, and it wouldn't work. We couldn't get it to work. So we called down to the desk. They came up, and somehow he had frozen the unit or something because he had set it too high. I don't know what the deal was. So we said, okay, fine, we'll just have another room. No, the place was booked because, did I tell you? It was the 4th of July. So they brought us some fans up. So that was my fun experience at Cedar Point. And then the next day, on Monday, when it wasn't the holiday, they had somebody come and they fixed it. But that night was miserable. It was miserable. But we had fun. We did. I had so much fun. And I guess that's my only story for now. I'm just trying to stay warm. It's cold. It's really cold outside. I don't even know that I'm going to go out and get the mail. I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow to get the mail because I got to walk all the way to the street. Oh my gosh. Which is probably 90 feet, if that. I'm not good at measuring distance, but it's not that far. I could get there and back in less than a minute. It's that close. Not like Carrie, who's got to walk to her box because she lives in the country, which would be Jim's dream, to live in the country, but we're not going to live in the country. That's not going to happen. One of my nieces used to say that. That's not going to happen. So anyway, I'll see you at dinner. Okay, I'm going to have a little snack. I'm going to have a 1/4 cup of almonds with a glass of water for 5 points, so I still have 14 points left. Well, Ann got bites. Don't worry about Jim because he went to get fast food. He offered to give me fast food, but I said, no, I'm going to eat healthy. So here's my dinner. I have 0 for the tuna, the celery, the cucumbers, the tomatoes, and the mushrooms. 2 points for my 2 tablespoons of artichoke dip. 3 points for my 1/2 cup of cottage cheese. 1 point for my tablespoon of Miracle Whip. 0 for the tea and water. And guess what I forgot to add? 2 points. 2 points for my bread. So that makes it an 8-point dinner. And I have 6 left over. But that's not bad. Fix that. You know, sometimes I look back on these. That's why I like to make sure they're right. And if I make a mistake, please let me know, because I've made many a mistake in the past. So there's my dinner, and this is what I've used. And if anybody wants this, these Rubbermaid containers are excellent. I bought that celery that was in there probably 10 days ago, and it's still as crisp as the day I bought it. And I have another one that I keep my berries in. So highly recommend it. It's called Glad Storage, I think, or Rubbermaid rather. It's a Rubbermaid, I don't know, Rubbermaid something. I don't get paid by Rubbermaid, so I don't I don't know, but it's a Food Keeper or something. But anyway, you'll see it and you'll like it. So there's my dinner. Let's go eat. I'm pretty happy with myself. I think I did pretty good this week. I can't think of when I was really bad, but I should probably look back on the videos. Maybe I was bad and I don't remember. But I know Monday through Friday I was good. So, I really don't think I should have had a whole 2-pound loss last week, so I'll take whatever I get tomorrow. But I'm hoping for a loss again to keep my streak going up to 9 weeks. It's still cold. I did make the trek down to the mailbox just to pick up my electric bill and my bill for the windows that I put in. So I went out in the cold for nothing. Those bills could have waited. Okay, I guess that's about it. Like the video, subscribe, comment, share. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay warm. It's supposed to be even colder tomorrow morning when I go to my Weight Watchers meeting. It's supposed to be 5 below when I leave. And then I'm coming home and I'm staying in the house the whole day. I'm not going anywhere. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow.